Hey guys, it's CD here, and I'm super excited to be going over something that I know will absolutely help you. And this is one of the biggest things that helped me on my journey. I've been coaching for 10 years. This year it's 10 years. It's freaking crazy how fast it's gone. And one of the biggest things that I've realized in that time was, if I reflect on it, the first 4 years I didn't really make any money. One of the things that I always focused on was becoming a really good skilled coach. And I feel like there's so many people out there doing the same thing. They're doing I want to be qualified. Then they do another qualification. Then they do another qualification. I was the qualification person. It was like NLP, Master Prac, trainer of trainer. What's after it? I was so attached to going to that next level all the time. But if I looked in my bank account, all that was going out was more money, more money, more money. And it didn't matter what I did. I would become more skilled, but I always had this insecurity inside saying, I don't even have my money shit together. How can I be a good coach when I don't even have my money shit together? This is what most people are doing in the coaching industry, by the way. They're trying to help other people with money, but the reality is they don't have any themselves, and it's mind-blowing to me. And I want to kind of go over, if I could go back to that same person that was, 19, just turned 19 at that time, what would I give that person advice on that would absolutely transform? Because I can look back in hindsight and be like, I know when my life changed. I know when my business changed. I know when my mindset changed. And the first thing that I realized as I went on this journey, I remember I went out there, skilled coach, had insecurity about asking for the sale. So if you've ever done that before, where you're talking to someone, you're like, I don't want to ask for the sale, and you just feel nervous inside, I didn't even know how to sell. And I realized on this board, these 3 things were my secret ticket to my freedom. And didn't you realize it's not about marketing? Because I honestly believe if you're skilled at what you do, marketing is an easy part of the game. Marketing to me has never been really a challenge. All I've done is just post consistently. Even if you're not the best copywriter, you're not the best person out there, just work on you and your delivery every single day. And I know over a period of time, people will start noticing you. In the first year of my coaching, I coach 1,000 hours for free. So the people situation was never the issue. It was these 3 things. And these 3 things are so connected together. And I know right now, if you're not making money in your business, you are not mastering these 3 areas. Remember, there was a time I was a lifeguard and I was trying to grow on the side. I was a part-time lifeguard and I was trying to grow this business on the side. So every single time I got home from like a 3 to 4 to 5 hour shift, all I would do was learn on myself. The thing I was avoiding was these 3 things. And I'm going to explain what I mean by these 3 things. Remember, there was a job opportunity that came up and I wasn't aware at the time. But I remember I signed up and I had a full-time job as a coach. It was one of those really exciting things. I was a full-time coach, I applied for this job and I received this job. And I went in there and the CEO of that company was super successful financially. He had a pretty decent mindset and also he was a master in sales. And I was unconscious at this time what was actually going on, but I hanged around this person for 18 months. For 18 months, and I had an awakening. I realized what my issues were unconsciously. My issues were I had this absolute crappy relationship with money. And I can tell you, if you have a crappy relationship with money, you're not going to ask for the sale. And even if you receive a little bit of money, you're going to get rid of it as fast as you freaking received it. Because you feel unsafe with money. And I realized I had all of this unconscious crap around money. And all this stuff kind of came up. This person was talking about selling $20,000 masterminds easily and effortlessly. And the new kind of talk around, the office was just saying, hey, did you close that 20 grand deal? Did you close that 20? And then because I was around that all the time, I became normalized to it. And it's one of the biggest things that I always teach my clients. You need to get normalized to being successful. What does normalization mean? Well, right now you want that car way over there. I want to make so much money so I can get that car. I want the house of my dreams. I want whatever it is. Do you understand you can drive that car for free right now by going to the dealership? And you go in there and say, hey, I want to drive this car. I'm going to buy the car. I'm looking around for the car. And you get in that car. You sniff the car. You be the car. Because a lot of the times people feel so uncomfortable around money. They're trying to ask for 10K, but they don't even know what 10K feels like. You need to create your environment around wealth. You want to become successful? Have money around you all the time. I didn't know this, but I was realizing my money mindset was naturally changing. so fast because my environment was dictating my reality. Right now, if you're around people that are broke, you're around people that have a scarcity mindset, I can promise you're going to be that person. You're going to start doubting yourself. You're going to start getting in the head saying, maybe I shouldn't buy this thing. But if you can understand, your environment is everything. Like I have a jacket on right now. This is the perfect analogy. I could have the best mindset in the world, and I could meditate, I could visualize, I could do all those things. But if my environment, the outside, is telling me a different story. Like I can tell myself if I'm in a freezer, and I just live in a freezer and I have a jacket on, a good mindset, a good jacket on, I'm sorry, I'm going to freeze to death over a period of time. Why? Because environment will win over time. In order for you to change your life the best freaking way, you need to have a quality environment. That's why coaching programs, coming to events, being around people, that's the fastest way to change someone. You know, if you come to one of my events or even a virtual event, you're with me for 3 days, guess what? I can drill into your mind. Absolutely change your mindset because you're around something for a period of time of intensity. You know, you're immersed in the experience. So environment was huge for me and it changed my relationship with money. It was the gateway for me to start learning about money. You know, this was actually a really good indication because this person was really well financially. He had an abundant mindset. He'd spend money on everything. You know, he's like, I just want to get better. And it just made me realize I'd been investing in myself, but I realized I wasn't investing in learning about money. And you need to be around people that actually have money. And we're living in a world right now in the coaching world where people are just putting up, I make 10K, 20K in bullshit terms when in reality they've only made $3,000 or $4,000 and then they're contracted, but the contract's no guarantee. And people are buying into this reality of this falsehood of this person makes 30 grand a month, this person, and it's not, we don't even know if it's true. I can't tell you how many stories that I've got on calls with people, and these people are selling 6-figure coaching, 7-figure coaching, and then I ask them at the end, and then I ask them for the sale because I'm trying to sell them, and they're like, oh, I don't have any money. And they're broke. I'm confused, and I'm like, your messaging is like lying to people. So it's crazy what's out there. But you need to get around real people that have money because there's a different swag about it. There's a different energy that they speak with. And that's what you've got to realize, and you'll realize it when you're hanging around those kind of people. So this is something that always I have at my events, always I help my clients with because I know it's the game changer. It was a game changer for me. Because when you change your mindset, when you change your money mindset, everything changes. Then you have this. I did visualize, but I did not visualize how I teach today. I would visualize in the morning, but then there was this unconscious part of me all the time thinking, I don't think I'm doing this right. I don't think I'm visualizing the right way. And I'd always doubt everything that I was doing. Let's just say I wanted this visualization. I wanted certain clients. I would doubt. I wouldn't trust. And one of the things that I learned in my life as my business started to take off is trust is a muscle. And it's something you've got to develop. If I have a strong bicep right now, it's because I put it under stress. I put it under pressure. If I can trust, even if my life in the physical world isn't showing me that, and I can trust, I know over time the manifestation will start to appear. That's why I created the 6 times a day method. I wish I had told my 19-year-old self this. 6 times a day. Just simple things. Just keep reprogramming yourself over and over again. It will change your life. We have 70,000 thoughts every single day. Most of the time they're the same as yesterday, the day before, the day before. So what does that mean? Tomorrow is going to be the same as today. Then we lose our free will to a program. It's crazy and we're so unconscious the majority of the day. So if I helped you with the 6 times a day method that I teach, and I teach all of my clients, and this is why they get such amazing results, because they do my method. And my method works. Programming yourself. It's not just about journaling and doing the mindset work that most people tell me. I hate when people tell me, they're like, I'm doing journaling and everything, but I'm not getting the results. And I'm just like, you need to change your programming. Journaling's not going to change your programming. What's going to change your programming is going inside, tapping into the quantum field and creating the life that you want. If you do this would change your life. Do you know what? Most business coaches never talk about this and they never talk about this, and you wonder why no one ever changes. Why do they go from mastermind to mastermind? Oh, I did that mastermind, didn't work. And then they go to the next mastermind, didn't work. And then they come to me and I'm like, hey, have you worked on your money mindset? No. Have you worked on your money mindset? How much have you spent? 50,000, 20, it's insane to me. This is the most important thing over sales or anything. Then the last third key was sales. Sales was so important to master because it is the vehicle that produces money. Now, if I have a good mindset, and I have a good money mindset, I need to know the basics around converting and sales. You need to know how to communicate with people. It's one of the biggest assets that you can grow in your business right now, because you can have the best mindset and all those things. That's why all these connect together. But if I know how to sell and I know how to communicate, I can be a producer of money. My quote I always say to people is, when you know how to sell, you'll never struggle with money. You'll always be able to produce money. And that's what I've been able to do. I've made millions of dollars in the space by literally understanding sales. And I've never spent a cent on advertising. I've never made a cent on advertising because I don't spend it on that. I only spend it on myself. How do I show up? There's so much money out there. And I always tell my clients, there is literally hundreds of thousands of dollars right now on your Facebook, your Instagram, and TikTok. But you just got to tap into it. You need to know how to communicate. Because you might get on 10 calls and you're just like, I don't know how to communicate with these people. But if you get on those 10 calls, 8 or 9 of them could potentially become clients. I'm telling you right now, sales was a game changer for me, and I was around someone for 18 months learning that strategy. I didn't believe fully everything that he was saying and everything like that. You know, the values didn't fully align with me, but I learned from someone that was good. And when you're around someone, that's why I'm saying, if you're a person out there and you're not learning these 3 things at an obsessive level, doing the mindset work every day, doing the money work every day, and practicing your sales every day, because it's a skill set, just like if I want to become good at a piano, like the piano, you need to become good at it by practicing. I practiced this for 2 years straight every day. Every day I would talk to myself. I'd train other people in it. I would sell my own sales. I would train my sales team. I was always around sales. So communication for me is very, very easy. Now, do you think I can communicate in sales? I can be pretty good communicator with videos, of course. They all connect together. And you need to use them all together, but people miss the basics. And these 3 are the basics to grow a successful $1 million business. You will not make $1 million without doing these 3 things. You will not. You'll keep running the same program. You might make 10 grand in a year, 20 grand a year. You might justify it. But there's a part of you that knows where your next $100, $200, $500,000 comes from. And it could be this year if you decide to get your environment better. Don't be another little person in a program and don't feel important and special. Learn these 3 things and make your business special by succeeding at a high rate. You know, if you want to hang out with me and you resonate with these videos, come to one of my events. Like, trust me, these videos don't even do my events justice. My events are so freaking mind-blowing, and I can promise you, you'll be literally blown away on day one. Day one, you'll come to day one, you'll be absolutely blown away. So message me when my next event is. An event will be coming up. I run them a lot. Or if you want to do some coaching with us or with my team that's highly qualified and trained, please reach out to us, because this is the model that we teach. We will help you get leads, we will help you sell the leads, and we'll help you build your self-esteem from the inside out so you can keep, with certainty, create the abundance that you truly deserve. Guys, that's my message to you. Subscribe to my channel. Click the link below if you want one of the free trainings that we have. Guys, comment your biggest learning and have an incredible day, and I'll talk to you all very soon.